Hello everybody, John here, and welcome to the tour of my apartment that I will be having at the end of July. So I've been in this place with Josh. You guys know Josh from the other Let's Play videos and stuff I've done, such as like the Halo series, and we played through all the Walking Dead together. He's my friend from, I think we started being friends in middle school, and turns out that going to college we became roommates in this apartment that's like 5 minutes away from the campus. But now since I've graduated Stockton, I'm leaving this apartment at the end of July, and so is Josh, because he's been going to Rutgers for a little bit, for about a year, or maybe a little bit over that. And now, since like the time is up, he's going to be moving to somewhere closer, to a new apartment, and I'm going to be moving back home. The house I grew up in, but I'm going to like go downstairs and like have a new room and like set all that up to be a cool recording place and just place to draw and like do what I want to do for the rest of my life, I guess. But anyway, since the apartment is leaving and I've been here for over 2 years, it's the first place away from home I've ever lived in, and we've decorated it up, like we kind of like personalized it and did a few cool things. I kind of wanted to just capture this for all of you to see what my living space has been for the past 2 years, and my like recording setup and what I do and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to just display that and also just capture this for years later when I don't live here anymore. So let's get into the apartment that I'm not gonna live in anymore. So anyway, here is the front door right here. This is where I was just standing for that last clip. And so once you enter the door, there's this window, this nice window that goes outside. So if we were to open this, here we go, it goes right outside to the road, and then like the parkway's over there. Then we get to see the nice sunset. There's no lighting in this place really, so that's why I was like, what if you just do this now before it gets too dark? Then we have our closets, our double closets. Oof, I haven't looked in here because Josh has been packing up to leave, and I haven't had a place to move my stuff to yet. In my house, so I haven't moved any of my stuff out yet, but he moved out quite a bit. I think that might be his umbrella. So yeah, we get a nice little closet here. That was fun. There's a bag. So here's our kitchen area. So the kitchen and like the little dining room table that like we barely sit at. We don't really, I think Josh in the morning when he has breakfast will sit here. But here's my flowers. I have these fake blue roses in this like actual water. Some people think I'm crazy for putting it in like actual water, but I mean it adds to the effect. Over here in our little cubby we have 2 trash cans. In this nice little closet we have the thing and garbage bags and like batteries and all the cleaning stuff up there, so that's fun. Here we have our little kitchen, so that's where like the pots, pans and stuff, all this shit's probably gone already, but here's our cutlery. There's our sink, it's nice and clean. Toaster, washing machine, which won't stay closed. Awesome. Refrigerator, calendar. I was like, yep, calendars set for June. We have all that stuff. We've had those snacks and stuff since we've gotten here, and we like have not eaten them or thrown them out, but they just fit in there so perfectly that we just left them. So that'll be fun. We got our big ass bag of Cookie Crisp that we got when the shit started hitting the fan for the coronavirus. Got our microwave. This is like all Josh's side, and like this is also his side of the fridge. This is the right side is my side of the fridge, and then this is my stuff here, just these little cabinets. I have like some peanut butter and hot dog buns and all that kind of stuff. We have Daniel Aykroyd's Crystal Head vodka. I don't personally drink it. I think Josh drank it once to try it and it was bad, but we kind of have it for the video, the JonTron video, and just as like a cool thing, because I think that's pretty cool, like the bottle and all that kind of stuff. I have a little oven that I destroyed when I was trying to make toast and it was burning one time, so I ruined that. Got like popcorn and whatever. This is like another Josh drawer, because that's all menus and stuff. Then we have more snacks that I have to start eating at some point. We have the oven. This room, the living room that we mainly hang out in outside of here, has like these 2 lamps we brought in, or Josh brought in, but it doesn't have any lighting in the ceiling or anywhere, so I feel like that's kind of messed up that there's no like lighting in this place. There we go. So that's a little I feel like it's a little flaw, but Josh brought in like these chairs and the table, so that's fun. So yeah, this is where we've hung out. This is my chair. Like that's just where I sit. That's Josh's chair, and there's the main couch that also turned to a bed. My friend Tyler came over for a little bit one time, and he was sleeping there on the couch, which was it was nice to have him over. I feel bad because I slept in, and I didn't get to say goodbye. But anyway, here we have our little board games. Josh took all the board games away and packed them up, but we have Pop Stream and Telestrations After Dark. I have no idea what that is. So our blinds kind of jacked up. Here's the TV. So this is my TV. I got this, and we also built that thing from like IKEA or whatever. So I built that. So I'm taking that with me. I'm taking the TV with me. This is Josh's Switch, however. That's why we've been playing Animal Crossing, and he's been playing Super Mario Odyssey. There's also a DVD player. I think that's gone now, though. There's like the GameCube, like Josh's GameCube and stuff, and then we have like little tables that help that we'll eat or I'll use to record with, and I'll also use these chairs to record with. So I'll put the chair in there, and I'll put the table in front of me with the microphone. So that's just my little doopy setup. Yeah, it's also 8 o'clock. So, but yeah, we have all this space. We planned to put so much, like on the walls and stuff, but we didn't have enough time. It's kind of, since it's winding down, we don't have time for that. But here's our fireplace that doesn't work. There's no reason for this because it just doesn't work. It's not like it has the option to work and it's broken. It's literally here for no reason except for decoration. But I mean, I don't know what that entails. It's also really cold in here, so that's pretty good that that doesn't work. But anyway, on the wall over here, this would be our celebrity wall. But when me and Josh went to Keystone Comic-Con, we have the picture of us with Bonnie Wright, and we also have one with little Tom Holland. Josh cosplayed as McCree from Overwatch in like his vigilante outfit, and I was the Red Hood from the Arkham series. Also, I feel really great because when I went to go see Tom Holland, he had a cool costume, and I really liked that. I thought that was really nice. I'll never forget that. But and then here we have, hold on, I actually do need to keep this light on. You can see how prepared I am for this. Here's our wall of cosplays. So once you walk in, here's our main decoration. It's like, bam, this whole thing above the fireplace, which I love. So essentially me and Josh were putting together, first off, it started with these pictures in here. So we'll go in here real quick. So first off, it started with this picture where me and Josh did a photo shoot like with ourselves. Like we shot it ourselves and everything with our cosplay. So there's him in his full McCree vigilante outfit, and there's me in the full Red Hood outfit. And like that, this McCree outfit doesn't exist anymore. So it's good that we got a picture while we could. So then I took a picture of this, or I did this, and I put like the battlefield background around it, and I photoshopped it, or whatever, and there it is. So we put this here in the little hallway as a nice decoration because we didn't have anything in here. And then it evolved into when Josh got his Mysterio costume, which was probably his most expensive one, like how Red Hood is for mine. And then I got a Spider-Man costume, and I was the Far From Home one, so did Spider-Man and Mysterio. And then next down, I got a Kylo Ren costume, and I also got Josh, it might have been for his birthday or something else. I want to say it's his birthday, but I got him the Daredevil costume. He originally had a really good Daredevil costume, but I got him this like little bit of a cheaper one. Like it's not $500 like the other one, but it was, not whatever. So there's me as Kylo Ren and him as Daredevil. So we have like the three. I don't know. I feel like I might take these. I don't know. I guess because I made them, but I'm not really sure. Those will be up for debate, I guess. But yeah, so we're going to get to those ones also in a second. But here's the cosplay pictures. And so there's a picture of me and there's a picture of Josh. And essentially his cosplays go around this way and then mine go around this way. And then there's his and mine. So we did several photo shoots with these cosplays. And essentially we have Josh as a Jedi. If this could focus, please. There we go. And then the Phantom of the Opera, because he loves the Phantom of the Opera. Indiana Jones. I also did all of these, by the way. I photoshopped all of these to have all the backgrounds, and I made all this and printed these. So that's just a nice fact. So there's Indiana Jones. There's Daredevil, or I'm having a stroke because there's Daredevil. There's McCree and Mysterio. And then we have, there's me. So yeah, there was Josh. There's me. There's me as Spider-Man swinging through the city. We have me as Red Hood from Gotham. Super Saiyan or just Vegeta, whichever. Because I kind of just wanted for... At first it was generic Super Saiyan, but then for this, I just kind of changed it to Vegeta. So, and then Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. I love that costume. Reverse Flash and Kylo Ren, or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And then we have the big poster that we made. So these are different poses actually than like these other pictures. So it's like different. But we have Josh up here with the Phantom, Jedi, McCree, Mysterio, Daredevil, and Indiana Jones. And then we have John with Alan Grant, Reverse Flash, Spider-Man, Red Hood, Kylo Ren, and Vegeta. So yeah, that was definitely a fun time to put together, and I feel like I'm probably going to take mine, and then Josh will take his, and who knows what's going to happen with this poster. But I did have an idea to maybe draw these, and do like Josh, and then do like the actual characters, like draw the Phantom, not Josh as the Phantom, but just draw the Phantom, like a Jedi, blah, and then they're like fine there. So I feel like that would be a cool design to try to do at some point, so we'll see where that goes. Over here we have this wall. This used to have like a little bit of like stuff. Originally this place was decorated with like, oh, by the shore, and like the shore is the best and all that kind of stuff because we live by the Jersey Shore. And it was kind of very touristy in my opinion. So that's when I voted to start doing stuff like this. Also, those are the original pictures, and then it'll come into play later because I have copies of those. And then here's Josh's fish. Pretty sure this is Indiana Jones. That's the name of the fish. There's also Josh's third fish because the other two died. First one was Misty, and I can't remember what the other one was called, but it's dead. So, moving into the hallway, we have these three pictures here. That was very nice. We also definitely cleaned out, I think it was Walmart, of these frames that we used, and these ones as well. I really love these frames though. So those are those ones. And this is where I put up the YouTube thumbnail pictures that I definitely want to keep doing, which after I redo them. So here's the first picture where it was me and Josh for Alien Isolation. There's me and Tyler for Spider-Man, and me and Josh again for Man of Medan. And since it was, me and Josh, and then a guest, for this one I did me and Josh with Halo 2, me and Josh with Bendy and the Ink Machine after I redid it and drew us in there. So when I redo them, I'm probably going to redo these, which will be fun. And then there's me and Marissa for To the Moon, which was our first series together, and I thought that was really great. So, and that was also the first series me and Tyler were on, and I think it's probably going to be not the last, but for a while, because our schedules are crazy. There's this thing, the carbon monoxide alarm. This always gets janky like that. So that was definitely fun to hang up while that was going like that. Here we have our washer and dryer. Here's our dryer. Here's our washer. Dryer sucks. Really sucks bad because it just takes like 10 years to dry anything. So that's fun. There's Josh's bathroom with Scary Dory. There's also his closet that has like some medicines and stuff in there. And there's also Josh's room. But I won't go in there because that's his stuff. But since it's open, I'm not exactly breaking in. But there's all his stuff. I don't know if you can even see that. I'm going to just... There we go. So this was Josh's room. You can see he's already taken down a lot of stuff. He needs to fill in those fucking holes. There's a lot of holes in the wall. But here's like, that's his bed and his printer and stuff like that. Yeah, so he has also like this Disney collection. It was very cool when everything was hung up in here, and I definitely should have done this sooner. But he really went to town on like tearing this stuff like apart. So there's like his Xbox, his little TV. That's all his stuff put together. He's got some more stuff here. I think he's selling this. That's like some of the Shore stuff. I think he's selling this stuff on eBay. Although I would like to take this. I will ask him later if he is actually getting rid of that. So there's blah stuff. Corkboard. There's a corkboard back there I gave him. He has a closet. This is where his clothes are. There's his bed. There's this stuff. I was going to look at something else. Oh, there's a little poster up there. There's, his desk and all that. But this, I actually drew for him. So this was my first, commission that I've ever done for anybody. because I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna like do a Patreon and like do all that kind of stuff, and which you can go to in the link in the description to my Patreon. And it's like $5 for the lowest thing, and you just get HD, renderings of stuff. Commissions are open to anybody. But this was the first one I did, where a lot of people saw this as like the Phantasmic thing, where it's Mickey Mouse in his little sorcerer's hat versus Jafar from Aladdin. But this was actually inspired by Mickey's House of Mouse, or the House of Villains specifically, when Jafar takes over. But we have Mickey on top this mountain shooting his beam out of his wand at Jafar, and Jafar shooting back. And I actually made this with like, these were like all separate pieces that I put together. So like the little beam clash was its own bit, Jafar was his own piece, and Mickey was his own piece. And then I layered them together, put them on this piece of paper, and then framed it for him. So hip hip hooray. And this was Josh's room. So I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna get out of here. So now we have my room. This, I definitely did not decorate my door at all. Josh did decorate his door very much so. It was very cool. But now, this has been here since the beginning, so I have to remember to take this down. But it says like gamer at play, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. So also, like, this doorknob should have been replaced, but we didn't replace it. But yeah, I could just push the door open, so it doesn't even matter. But here's my room, very bright, because I have my studio lights in here, because there are no lights in this room. Like, if we go back to Josh's room, there's no lights. Like how I said out there, there's no lights in here, which is really stupid. So I had to bring my studio lights in, and they're very bright right now. So I need to turn that off. And also there's this. You can see that there's only 3, because that one bulb was out, and I need to probably get a new one. But anyway, here's my room. I'm going to just close this door to show everybody the room. So we'll go this way, and we'll go around. So anyway, here's the back of my door. When I went to the Franklin Institute for their Marvel exhibit, where they had those things from the movies, like the costumes and such, got this little Spider-Man thing. Here we have the movie poster for Transformers the movie, or the Transformers movie. Next we have my drawing board. Here's my little trash can that I broke. If anybody remembers like the recap video from something, I sat on that and I broke it. There's my GameCube stuff. My GameCube isn't even here, I don't think, but I just have that because there was the GameCube out there. There's my good GameCube games though. And then here we have the pictures of family and friends and such. Moving on, now we have my lightsabers. So, oh, it says my controller disconnected, sorry. But, so here are my lightsabers. I'm still working on my lightsaber collection because I started with the Obi-Wan one. These are the Force Effects lightsabers. And then for Christmas one year I got the Anakin lightsaber. It's technically like, when I got it, it was Rey's, but this is Anakin's lightsaber. Tell me I'm wrong. And then we have Kylo Ren's lightsaber. And this is the first edition. Apparently there's a new one now that has like different effects and such. And then also mounted on the wall is one of my many helmets that I have. I have a lot more helmets at home. So once I get my room set up, you'll be able to see more of those. But this is my Red Hood helmet that I wore for my cosplay. So that's really neat that I have that up there. Moving on, here's the art section. I believe when I first made my Patreon, I said this will be the art section, but we're obviously going to be moving this. Anyway, here's my Captain America poster kind of thing that I made. Moving up, we have Vegeta, Majin Vegeta, and he's also saying a quote thing. So I feel like this will be like another series I'll have, is like these quote things. Because I think I have, like Marvel, and then like Dragon Ball Z, and then I'll probably do like a DC thing and like something else. And I'm really proud of this with the shading and stuff like that. So I really like that. It's one of my favorites. Over here we have one of my my first painting. I've never like really painted before. So this was my first jab at it, and it's The Death of Jason Todd. I think I did really good. I really do like it. So this was the first one. I was going to segment it out where another one there and another one there. But since I'm moving, this will be, the only one that'll be on this wall. But I am working on another one. Oop, can't see that because that's secret. Yeah, so this is where my other painting stuff is. I'm just hiding that because it's super top secret. Then we have Kylo Ren. So I have this mannequin here. Josh just gave me his mannequin actually as well, which he had Mysterio on. And I wanted to put the Red Hood costume on here, but it wouldn't fit, unfortunately. The mannequin was too tall. and too large around the waist. So I couldn't put that on there, but I could put the Kylo Ren one on here. Here we have my desk that I don't use. So I put like my wallet and keys and headphones in there. Here's my folders. So these are my sketch ideas. These are like for videos and such that I've put together that are being, on the shelf for a little bit. Here's my art folder for pre-2020. So these are all the old sketches and stuff I've done. So this is pre-2020. Everything going on the art Instagram is new 2020, which is from this folder. So this is the 2020 art folder, and that. So this is all the new stuff. This is very, very new stuff, which I have 3 series going on there, but we'll get to that. There's my idea book, there's my pencils, but I was like, I'm moving over here, even though there's more stuff over there, but we're gonna go over here first. So here's my keys, my wallet. So the art folder. This is my Dungeons and Dragons folder, is the green one. Here's my acting folder, which is the blue one with my monologues and music in it. And then there's my Stockton folder. Not sure what that's for. Here's my desk. Yeah. So here's my resume, work resume, if anybody wants to look at that. And here's a little stuffed Snoopy, a mask, nice little anime mask. Nice little flash, a Valentine, and a rock from Israel that Marissa got me. So that was all nice. And I really love it. So it'll always be presented here. Here's my nail for when I got nailed. If you can just see that at the theater club thing. So there's a thing that they do called nailing, where essentially what it is it's like when they say goodbye to everybody. Or to the people who are graduating. And you get like a little nail necklace with like a gold nail or whatever. It's not actually gold. It's just painted that way. But I haven't found a place to hang that up yet, but soon probably. Just to finish off this wall, I guess, we have my ACTF 51. I was like, from this, yeah. So this was at Montclair that we went to. That was from you. There is a vlog of that, so we can go see that video. Here's also the Halo, the Outpost Discovery. There's a video of that. And this is the ACTF and in Maryland that I went to. There was going to be a video for that, but given how I was feeling at the time and like being with those types of people, I decided just not to do it because it was not worth the time or my sanity. Going up, we have a little picture here of me at work T-posing in a cooler. Because we cut the bottom out of it, and I decided to pose with that. And then there's me with the chief helmet with the chief at the outpost. There's my little card, or for the lanyard thing, but for the Keystone Comic-Con that we took the pictures with Tom and them for. And so this was going to be for my other cons that I went to, but they were all canceled because of the virus, so that was fun. Going to Keystone Comic-Con, I also got this print of the Fresh Prince of all Saiyans. I thought that was fun, so I decorated my wall with that. And here is my Grimlock drawing, if anybody remembers from the Who Am I? I was in the middle of making this, and now it's done. So now it's up on the wall. And I also finished it on that day. So that was March 11th of last year. Nice. The dryer's done now, so that was what that beeping was. But anyway, here's my TV setup and recording setup. Is my little computer bag. So my Mac in here, it's like zipped up, so I'm not gonna do that. But that is what I record on. I use, so it's like if we open this up in here, we have my DVDs and we have my gangled stuff. So I have my headset, microphones in there, recording, like my Elgato is in there. That's what I use to record all my gameplay. These are like markers. Here we have, up on here, we have the Bounty Hunter Code, the Book of the Sith, and the Jedi Path books. I want to do things with these, and I definitely will later in the future. Here's my Sabak, Lego Mandalorian, Lego Marvel, some Mega Bloks Halos, or Mega Constructs. Here's Vader's Castle, and then right in front of it we have Vader himself, but also Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting on Mustafar. And we have, Arbiter and Chief, Cortana. And over here we have Lego Me. That's Lego Me. And then there's Lego Red Hood from Arkham. So that's fun. I got those on. I got him on eBay. This one I made. So that's me. It's supposed to be me. Then we have my Xbox, my PlayStation. There's Kakarot that we've been playing for a while. There's the Darth Vader, Volume 1 of the Darth Vader comic, which is The Dark Lord of the Sith, which I love. Volume 2 is coming in the mail, I think in September, so that'll be fun. Here's the Spider-Man City at War collection, the Ahsoka book, which most of it isn't canon anymore. Then we have, just my games up here, but in here we have also my other games. And then I have a pocket of spells for when I went to Salem. So like that, the chakra thing's all for when I went to Salem, Massachusetts. So I thought that was just fun little souvenirs to get. And here I have the Death Note, don't tell anybody. There's like some pictures and stuff. I have a mouse that I needed for a class, and the Bible. And I also have a little Polaroid printer, some camera lenses, and tripods for my phone. But yeah, so that's my whole setup. Here's also my TV. I'm playing Black Ops 4 because I got that recently. And so that's interesting. Oh, and here's my big tripod, or my fancy tripod with my microphone and my lights. So that's actually what I should be using right now, but I'm not because I'm inefficient. We have my little end table with a skull on it. I used that for a video that I was putting together with my friend. Also realized that Marissa left her water bottle here, so I'll put that in the refrigerator. Then here's my old MacBook. I'm pretty sure, yeah, MacBook. That's what I use Photoshop on for my thumbnails. I'm going into my closet since we're at this section of the room. There's my clothes. There's a backpack for my acting stuff. When I do background stuff, that's where the studio lights go and definitely don't fit anymore. Here's my super mega tote bag for when I went to go see them live. There's my graduation cap. The important things in here is here's my Alan Grant, a costume with my pants, shirts. Here's my graduation gown with my little thing. I don't know what this is called. I forget. Here's my weighted shirt for working out that I don't use that much, but that's like 8 or something pounds. Here's my printer. Here's a drawer with, I think in here is all my masks and extra props and stuff for my costumes. Oh, there's matches. I didn't realize my matches were in there. Here's my Spider-Man costume. Here's my Super Saiyan or Vegeta costume. There's Godzilla that Josh gave me. That's fun. When you touch him, he vibrates. That's not scary. There's my old computer bag. Here's my Reverse Flash leather jacket. Here's my other leather jacket that my dad gave to me that he bought. It's like real leather, I'm pretty sure. Here's my Lando cape from Solo. I got this at like ThinkGeek or something. And then here's my Red Hood jacket and vest. I need to get a new one of these probably at some point. As you can see, it's getting like stained, I guess, from the black or something. I don't know what that's from, but it's just getting stained, and that's irking me. Moving over here, I was like, if we close this... Oh, can't close it because I moved the table out, so I didn't knock anything over. But there's just a mirror back there, so there's nothing there. Here we have these metal things that are Spider-Man, the first issue, and then Batman and Robin. Here we have Luke Skywalker's green lightsaber, so that's also going with those ones there. Here we have the Fallout, the perk chart. When I went to go back to play Fallout 4, found that, and I was like, gotta frame it, so there it is. Here's my bed. So there's the art folder that I was talking about. So there's 3 sections. Oops, can't show any of that, but we have a superhero section, which will be for my Arkhamverse / Marvel superhero game series. There's my anime / other section, and then the YouTube section, which is what I draw for the thumbnails. So that's all those little sections that we have there. I'm gonna just put this back with my fucking brilliant ideas. There's the bed frame. That's not attached to anything. That's kind of just laying there. But I need to get one of these. There's one of those like arm pillows because that's ripped. It's my subscribe pillow. I think that's fun. There's my platypus from To the Moon. He doesn't exactly have a name yet, I don't think. Or she. But I got one of these from Marissa, and she has one. Named it Watts, like after Dr. Watts from the game that we played. So there's my little film thing. Keep calm and act on. Haha. I think my mom made those. Then we have up here. So along with that one, the Fresh Prince of All Saiyans, the same person was also selling the Green Ranger with the Dragon Zord. Then there's also the Titan's Tower. I think that's the Hall of Justice behind the Green Ranger, and then the Daily Planet. Oh, there's also Doofus vs. Evil Incorporated. I didn't even notice that in the background. That's cool. And then there's some, I think it's a Wayne building, so that's fun. Then we have the Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do, where it's Jason Todd and Bucky Barnes, which I think would be a really cool team up. They also, then there was a free comic book day at the mall, and somebody was selling prints. This was like 2 years ago. So I got Iron Spider and Boba Fett. And then again, going to the Franklin Institute, I got this Captain Marvel cool little picture. All right, so this is the last section of my room, and really last section of the tour. Going on here, explaining everything that's been going on. So I guess just in my drawers, we have, I think that's like pajamas, and it's pajamas and sweatpants. Then in here, we have my Red Hood stuff and my Robin stuff. And now we move up here to the actual decorated part. So, hey, you want to just stop listening? Thank you. Then, so we have the Super Mega Shrine, given that I went to go see them live at the House of Independence in Asbury Park. So that's where I went to go see them. I took that as I was leaving. But there's me with the boys. I really love Super Mega so much. They're so cool. And there's the poster that they had for their East Coast tour, or the Northeast tour. And that's when I went to go see them on May 24th. And there's the shirt they signed. I got a box framed for it, which I really love. There's Ryan's signature, and there's Matthew Watson. And they also gave me a pop socket, but I don't have a place for a pop socket on my phone, so I just put it right there. And then they also had the tote bag, which I put in my room. That's the Super Mega Shrine. Oh, then there's also the meet and greet thing, because that's how I was able to get them, or take a picture with them, is that I had the meet and greet thing. And then here's my lava lamp. Here we have another candle, like that one. It's a Tommy Bahama candle. I was like, I think Josh is supposed to be getting home soon, so that'd be nice. Here's a picture of me and Tyler when I got nailed. So you can see there's the nail thing there, and he nailed me. Here we have Kiryu, which is Mechagodzilla 3, which is my favorite version of Mechagodzilla, because I love the story in the background of the character and all that kind of stuff. Here we have some Lego Dragon Ball Z figures. Here we have the pop figures. So these are the only pop figures I own, and probably will be the only pop figures I ever get, because I don't want to start getting into collecting them. But we have Goku, Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa. Here we have Cal Kestis' lightsaber that I got off of Etsy that's 3D printed. So I painted that myself, painted like the silver and stuff, and like glued it together. So that's cool. Here we have a little Nightwing figure that Marissa also got me. I have the Thundersaurus Megazord from Power Rangers Dino Thunder, which I grew up on, and I love it so much. So I have that. I used to have the other Zords, but my mom gave those away, so that was really nice. Anyway, here's a sideshow. It was like $250 for this statue of Boba Fett, and it was delayed like probably a year. And like when it got around to that point, I was just done with it and didn't really want it anymore. But then it finally came and charged me $250. So I was like, well, shit. So it's fun and all, but I think I could definitely live without it. But it's pretty neat. It's got like these little pieces and stuff. It was very hard to put together. There was no instructions, so I didn't really know what that was about. But his little rangefinder can go down, which is fun. He's got all the. I was actually gonna do a video reviewing it, but I got really pissed off, so I stopped. For pre-ordering the Dragon Ball Z, or the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, I have this little cutout of Goku, his jacket. I want Vegeta's jacket though, the green one. I think that'd be fun. And then I got this fig pin when I got Kakarot, when I pre-ordered it. And lastly, on this, oh wait, not lastly, but we have this little figure that I got off of, I think, HeroForge.com. And it's a little Warforged like character for Dungeons and Dragons, and I actually made this because this was my first character in my first ever Dungeons and Dragons game, where his name was Crunch, and he was a Warforged, and he was like very, I'm assuming, given like the context clues and stuff, he's very important to the story that we never finished. Fortunately, we never finished the campaign, but this is him. This is Crunch that I made, and like this will always be like a little token to remember that game and the people who were in it. And there's like a symbol that was on his chest that I was given by the DMs. So that was like a part of it, which was cool. And then we have, this is the picture from last year of the maintenance crew. So we have Tyler back, there's me, there's Milan, Pat, and Sean. And Sean is the facility manager, so he'll always be there. But there's the picture from last year that I have framed up there. For that, up here, we have the Galaxy's Edge little pieces of, stuff. So there's my lightsaber that I made with Josh. Actually, in the closet is the blade for it, but I just have that lightsaber up there. I think I had justice, or like peace and justice or something was the theme, so I got that pin. There's a lightsaber clip to put to your belt. There's the Coke bottle. I have the Sith and Jedi holocrons along with every of the kyber crystals. So that was nice up there to have. So this was the tour of not just my room, but also the entire apartment that we will not be having anymore. So this was that. I hope you all enjoyed the video very much, because it really does mean a lot to me that you watch these in general. But yeah, so we're both moving out of here, and it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. I definitely am going to miss having a place of my own until I get to have my own place yet again in life, because I'm probably not going to stay with my parents for my whole life. At least I hope not. But anyway, this has been the tour of my room and kind of like my recording setup. Such. I will go more in depth some other day of like my actual recording techniques, as well as my drawing and like so much more. But this was just a little fun tour for me and for you guys. And anyway, we're going to close the video off with me displaying the lightsabers. So we'll be doing that right now. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and finally 4, to light up our room. If it wasn't for the noise, this would be a sick place to light up like that. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.